The dire situation in Afghanistan is hitting home for many Afghan Canadians and military veterans. They are desperately hoping the Canadian government will be able to provide help for those who need it. Matthew Kupfer has more on the local reaction.
These images of desperation at the Kabul airport are shocking, but not beyond understanding for Roya Shams.
They understand the consequences of this, right? Like nobody can stay long on holding to the airplane wing, but at least they feel like they might get somewhere safer than where they are.
Shams is an education activist who left Afghanistan at 16 after her father was killed in a counterinsurgency offensive against the Taliban. She's concerned about what will happen to the girls whose schooling she's sponsored, but she's also worried about her family members who remained.
Lives are taken by minutes and seconds. As we are speaking, we might be losing a life.
We've been flooded with requests for information, cries for help.
The fall of Kabul has put Ali Mirzad's family at risk. He's worried particularly for the Hazara minority who faced persecution under the Taliban in the past. He says the Canadian government needs to make it clear how vulnerable populations can apply to become one of the 20,000 refugees Canada has promised to accept.
The Taliban is an enemy to all Afghans, but more so for the minorities. And no one in Afghanistan right now, whether they belong to a minority or not, no one knows how to take advantage of this program.
The faces of people that I wish were on an aircraft right now, those aren't blurry at all. You know, I'd love to be able to meet them at the airport.
Brian McKenna says it's vital Canada help the interpreters who risked their lives and supported Canadian soldiers there. McKenna also works with the Centre for Excellence on Post-Traumatic Stress Disorder and says the situation in Afghanistan may lead to more veterans like himself needing help.
You know, you can get to a place where you get some sense of calmness, not necessarily closure about how things went. But then as situations unfold and deteriorate, it can throw some of that progress in the garbage and kind of make you start over again.
Shams says she's thinking of the Canadians who lost someone in Afghanistan and veterans.
I stand with their families. They should understand that they have made a huge difference in people's life. It might not seem like this right now, given the situation, but thank you to all of them.
She hopes her vow to continue to fight gives some hope their sacrifices were not in vain. Matthew Kupfer, CBC News, Ottawa.